While on the podcast Frenemies, Trisha helped Ethan Klein expose Jake Paul for SA against a young girl who came forward. In the episode, she expressed her disgust for both what Jake Paul did and over the fact that Jake was getting away with it when she believed that he should be punished in some way for the assault. Her and Ethan talk about being unable to stomach the thought and discuss in length how sad it is and how young the girl was and how it's not okay that assaults like this are simply overlooked.
So James Charles is a creep, Dirty Dom is a creep, Jake Paul is a creep. Did you see this new allegation against Jake Paul?
Most of these are males. I'm not trying to be reverse misogynistic, but this is crazy how they're all men.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Okay, let's talk about Jake Paul. The Jake Paul thing was crazy.
I
watched your podcast live, so then we went to go watch the video of the girl, because actually I didn't know about it. I didn't know or whatever, and it's pretty really repulsive. Yeah, it's repul.
What's left to debate?
All right, let's hear about Jake Paul. So we went to Jake Paul. We watched this girl's video, which, by the way, she looked 16 in the video, and then she did this a couple years ago, and I was like...
How old is she? She looks so young in the video.
She looks so young, and then she showed the pictures of when she knew Jake. She had, like, blue hair. Again, looked like 15 years old. I was like...
Well, she has a big TikTok account. How old is she? Her name is Justine Paradise. So she's like an influencer, I guess. Yeah, here she is.
This broke my heart because it's like... I think she talks about it pretty lightly, but it's like this is like such long-term effects, like being the way she described being like forced into something, like, you know, it's like they don't think it's trauma at the time because what she said last 30 seconds or something, but that's so traumatic when it's like so quick like that, and like it's a lot, and I could tell she hasn't like fully even processed and understood it. Like it's just like a lot.
I didn't really see anything coming of this Jake Paul one. But I'll
because people are just so numb by it.
I think so too. It's like, oh my god, another one.
I think also because Jake Paul's known as like a piece of garbage. People are just like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Which is like,
I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
Right, and it's really sad. If they're at the age of 25, like
no. Jake Paul doesn't hang out with people that old.
That old?
I would assume, if I would make a guess, she was probably like around 18, because this was like years ago.
It's so gross. So I just don't understand.
There is more coming for Jake Paul if there's someone working on it. But if you do want to, I do recommend watching a video if you can stomach it. But it's just too graphic to show.
Especially because she's so young, so it's just like it's a lot to think about. Like,
if you guys want to watch her original video, which I recommend if you can stomach it, it's here, and it's called "Trigger Warning: Jake Paul seriously assaulted me," and it is on Justine Paradise channel.
However, Trisha herself is guilty of doing this, as she's now supporting and promoting Jake Paul and his content as if this victim he had never existed. And as if what he did to this young girl never mattered. She praises him in recent videos, even going as far as to quote him as if he's some iconic figure.
Jake Paul tweeted on Friday, he's like, if you look forward to Fridays, then you need to find a new job, because you shouldn't just look forward to the weekends, you should love your job every week. And Jake too, I know Jake's like really like killing it with he's doing like Madison Square Garden boxing. It's impressive. I don't know if it's like good management, luck, good opportunities. They networked, you know, because they really are like people, just guys from Ohio, you know, like their parents aren't like connected, you know, so.
Why are you quoting and praising how far someone has come if you believe they are guilty of SA? Why platform the guy's victim and talk about how messed up it is that nothing will happen to Jake for committing a crime, but then praise him for how successful he's become since then? Because she never truly cared about his victim at all, or any victim of SA. She pretends that she wants to be part of the solution, but is in fact part of the problem.